The notebook, where you keep the things you've dropped from memory. Have you ever thought, I have a phone, note apps, Google Calendar, so why do I need a notebook? And yet how many times have you had a great idea, then forgotten it because you didn't write it down? Remembered an inspiring phrase only to lose it somewhere in your mind? Wanted to change your life, but everything stayed stuck in your head. It's not that we lack motivation, we lack a place to hold it. And that's exactly why you need a notebook. A notebook isn't just for tracking tasks. It's where you pause in a world moving too fast. It's where you reconnect with yourself, no notifications, no blue light, no distractions. When you write, you slow down. When you write, you hear your inner voice more clearly. When you write, you turn emotions, thoughts, and dreams into something real. And over time, page by page, your notebook becomes your own journey. You can use it to capture a business idea that flashed through your mind on the bus, write down 3 things you're grateful for each day so you remember life isn't as bleak as it feels, plan your personal finances so you know where every dong is going, set monthly goals and track daily how far you've come, put your sadness on paper because once it's written, it feels lighter. On the other hand, if you live without a place to record anything, you'll constantly start over. You'll slowly forget what you once wanted. Your mind will feel cluttered, always busy yet unclear about what you're actually pursuing. You'll waste mental bandwidth on trivial things instead of reserving it for what matters. A small notebook can be the beginning of a big life. It doesn't need to be expensive or ornate. It just needs to genuinely belong to you. A notebook is a non-judgmental companion. A place where you can write poorly, messily, imperfectly, and still be accepted. A place to whisper to yourself and little by little understand who you are. The world is getting louder. That's why a notebook becomes a quiet refuge for your mind. When you're tired, write. When you're unclear, write. When inspiration floods in, write it down because it doesn't stick around. Carry your notebook like a close friend because memory is fickle, but what you write down can change your future. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHI TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHI TV now to secure the best placement.
Journaling your money, the simplest way to take control and escape the debt cycle. Have you ever been in this situation? At the end of the month, your account is empty and you don't know where the money went. Telling yourself, I'll save next month, then failing again. Trying to remember all your expenses in your head and getting everything mixed up. Don't blame your memory. It's not about willpower. The problem is you're trying to manage money with your brain instead of with paper. A simple notebook can become the foundation of your financial freedom. Start by writing down every expense daily. A cup of coffee. A night out, a discount purchase, money sent to your parents. You'll be surprised to see it's the small, repeated outflows that make you feel poor, not just the big decisions. The notebook helps you clearly see what you're spending on real needs versus what you're spending to fill emotional voids. Whether you're actually short on money or just spending without awareness. If you're moving closer to your financial goals each month or just circling without progress. On the flip side, if you don't record, you live spending with your eyes closed. You fall into hidden debt, buy now, forget to pay later. You always feel lacking without understanding why. And worse, you can't plan for any future because you don't know your baseline. Financial journaling doesn't need to be complicated. Just 3 columns each day. What did I spend? How much? Why? That's enough to start becoming the one who controls the money, instead of letting it control you. Money doesn't vanish on its own. You're sending it somewhere unconsciously. And when you write it down, you force yourself to face the question, is this the way I want to live? If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHI TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHI TV now to secure the best placement.
Writing one page every night is healing a part of yourself day by day. There are days when you can't put your feelings into words. You don't want to tell anyone, and you don't even have the energy to explain it to yourself. You just know you're tired. Tired from overthinking, from holding memories, from feeling too deeply. We live surrounded by too much information, too many pressures, to the point where there's no space left to breathe for our own emotions. And if we can't release them, we accumulate. Accumulation becomes depression. Accumulation becomes irritability. Accumulation explodes in moments that don't deserve it. Writing in a notebook every night isn't just diary keeping. It's how you open the release valve for your mind. It's how you sit with yourself like a real friend. No need for elegant words, no need for perfect spelling. Just write. What did I feel today? What made me happy? What made me sad, angry, or empty? What did I learn today? Who or what do I need to forgive, including myself? When you write, things become clearer. What felt huge on the inside, once on paper, turns out to be a small wave. What made you angry, once examined, isn't worth carrying into tomorrow. And some things you thought you'd forgotten, they've been sitting there, waiting to be named and healed. Writing each night is also how you close the day with intention. Instead of letting chaos swirl in your head as you lie in bed, you offload it onto the page, giving your mind permission to rest. You sleep deeper. You wake up sharper. You live lighter, not because the pressure disappeared, but because you learned how to set it down. You don't need a therapist to begin healing. You only need a notebook and honesty. Writing every night helps you train the ability to observe your own emotions, avoid being driven by them, learn patience with yourself, and bit by bit become your own most trustworthy friend. There's a powerful saying, you cannot heal what you refuse to look at. Writing is the first courageous step toward looking, really looking, at yourself. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHAY TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHAY TV now to secure the best placement.
The Notebook, a mirror reflecting your discipline and commitment. Here's a sad truth. Many people go through life without truly managing themselves. They have ideas, but few get finished. They wake up fired up, then abandon it by afternoon. They keep saying, "I'll start again tomorrow," and tomorrow never comes. The problem isn't ability. It's the lack of a system to sustain it. A notebook, when used the right way, can completely shift that. Because it's not just where you record things, it's where you talk to yourself about what you're committed to. Start simple. Each evening, write the 3 most important things you want to finish tomorrow. Break big goals into bite-sized steps you can do in 20 minutes. At day's end, tick what you completed or mark X if you slipped. Write why you procrastinated. Capture how you feel after a disciplined day, not to judge, but to understand yourself better. Do this daily, and you'll realize discipline doesn't have to be suffering. Discipline doesn't have to be rigid. It's simply staying true to what you wrote down. If instead you keep everything in your head, you get swayed by emotions. You forget, lose momentum, give up. You have nothing to review, measure, or see how far you've come. When you put your plan on paper, you signal to your brain, "I'm serious. I have a path. I'll follow it." Day by day, you stop waiting for inspiration. You have a system, a process, and you begin to build trust in yourself. A disciplined person goes far, not because they're always strong, but because they keep their commitments even when the feeling is gone. A small notebook can help you turn goals into concrete actions, turn desires into specific plans, turn procrastination into habitual doing, and transform you from someone who gives up easily into someone more consistent day by day. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AAY TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AAY TV now to secure the best placement.
The Notebook, an inner map that keeps you from getting lost in the rush of life. There are seasons in life when you're ridiculously busy, yet you don't know what you're actually living for. You wake up, go to work, answer messages, chase deadlines, scroll late into the night, and when night comes, you lie awake, hollow and restless. Are you truly living or just existing? Are you moving towards something or just moving so you don't fall behind? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, what do I really want? What am I afraid of? What makes me feel like life matters? Sadly, in modern life, very few people pause long enough to listen to themselves. We chase deadlines. We get swept up by other people's expectations. We live for work, social media, external validation, and lose connection with our own inner world. A notebook is the one place no one can take from you. A space where you can be honest without judgment. A place to sit and actually hear what's inside. Imagine writing in it a question. How do I feel today? A sentiment you've been too afraid to say out loud. Something you know needs to change, but haven't had the courage to face. A small desire you've buried under busy. Little by little, page by page, something miraculous emerges. The true portrait of you. Not the version society wants, not the performance you put on for approval, but you, original, whole, contradictory, and real. When you write, you redraw your own map. And whenever life clouds your vision, you just open the notebook and reread what you wrote. You realize you're not lost. You've only momentarily forgotten the way, and the map is still here. Maybe you can't control everything outside, but in your notebook, you can redesign your life the way you want. You don't need others to define you. You don't need to look like anyone else. You just need to know where you are and where you truly want to go. A notebook may not make you famous or rich overnight, but it helps you preserve the most precious thing, awareness in a world that easily leads you astray. If life feels like it's pulling you too fast, stop. Open your notebook. Start rewriting your journey beginning today. No one can live your life for you, and no one understands you better than you do when you write it down. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHAY TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHAY TV now to secure the best placement.